better make sure you don't miss any of those QuickTime events.
So why do we hate QuickTime events?
Who says we hate QuickTime events?
Welcome into episode 2 of QuickTime Event, brought to you by middleofnowheregaming.com. If you don't know what this podcast is, Lou will explain it for you.
How you doing, everyone? This is Lou, as Courtney explained. Shut up, Courtney.
Go ahead.
All right. So for those of you who haven't been listening to the last 2 podcasts or didn't hear the last QuickTime event, what QuickTime event is it's a topical timed podcast. How it works is we pick a topic of the week, and we limit ourselves to a certain amount of time. We're normally long-winded people, so we go on for hours on hours talking about video games. However, this time we are talking about E3 predictions, our reasonable E3 predictions for what's going to be happening next week, or if you're listening to this, the next 3 days. So how this is going to work is we're going to pick a company. We're going to talk only 5 minutes on it. If we go over 5 minutes, then game over. We have to stop talking.
And we have to move on.
Yes. This is all timed. You'll hear the click. You'll hear when the buzzer goes off. And, yeah. So we're going to start off. We're going to do this alphabetically with the big 3. We're going to start off talking Microsoft.
Okay. Also,
who do we have here?
Also, also worth mentioning is we also have Brett in here, one of our editors.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, his first time joining us on a podcast, so that's exciting. Yay!
Yay!
That's like now within the last week we've had 4 new editors on the podcast series.
Very little hazing. We're very clean.
Yeah, very clean. They're they just have to clean off all the shit off their porch, but. I was going to also mention that we are recording this a little ahead of time. So you're going to be seeing this on Friday and probably listening to it over the weekend. So if within the next few days after we actually record this, one of these announcements happens ahead of time or something, we're sorry we didn't have the announcement at the time when we made these predictions and talked about our expectations. So, yeah.
Or if they come out and say it's absolutely not going to happen.
Yeah.
We're not complete idiots.
we didn't know because we're recording it a few days ahead of Friday. So, yeah. So hopefully you guys listened to the last episode of the Middle of Nowhere Gaming Podcast, episode 36. It was a good one. And here we go. Are you guys ready for the Microsoft portion of the topic or the QTE?
Let's go for it.
Let's do it.
Okay. So 5 minutes on the clock starts now. Beep. Okay, so Halo. Halo has to be there, right?
Yep.
Halo's going to be there, but in what form is Halo going to be there?
Yes.
All right, I'm calling it right now. Halo 5 is delayed till next year, even though they already said it was coming out this year.
No, it's already announced for next year.
I thought it was this year.
No.
Yeah, they delayed it.
See, that's the point that I've been making to people on all the podcast groups, is people have been arguing with me saying that, no, Halo 5 wasn't delayed. The newest trailer for Halo 5, or the announcement for Halo 5 Guardians, actually says 2015. And so the E3 trailer last year that said 2014, the next Halo adventure begins or whatever, is referring to Halo 5, which in a sense that means it's actually delayed, but nobody will admit it. So... yeah, it is delayed, but do you think they're going to show gameplay?
I'm hoping.
You're hoping? What about you, Lou? Do you think they'll show gameplay?
If it's 2015, I mean, they might show like a quick glimpse of gameplay, give a vertical slice of it, but
we're about as far out as they were with Destiny last year. So like, and they had gameplay for Destiny, so they might have a level. They might have a few minutes of a level or something.
Right, but it might not. I don't think it'd actually be a fair representation of what the gameplay is actually going to look like at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
And do you think if they do end up showing Halo 5, that all the rumors about the whole Halo Master Chief stuff will even you think they'll announce 2 Halo games basically at 1E3?
That's kind of what I'm expecting. I'm kind of expecting them to come out and be like, here's a minute and 30-second trailer for Halo 5, and it's all going to be cutscenes, CGI, stuff like that, and it's going to be like story. It's going to give us a little bit of a background into what the Guardians are doing, why we're worried about them and stuff like that. But then after that, they're going to be like, but guess what? You don't have to wait a year to play Halo 5 on Xbox or Halo on Xbox One. The Halo Master Chief Collection is coming in November, where you can play Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that way you can prepare yourself for Halo 5.
All right, wait. So this is not the Halo predictions. Let's move on to, do you think that there's going to be new IP? It's kind of across the board that besides Halo, people don't like the IP. From Microsoft, do we think that they're going to be bringing in something new?
I think they have to, because with all the recent announcements, where it's basically all the announcements Microsoft have had over the past month have seemed like they were big announcements, and it seemed like these should have come at E3. And so if they're pushing them out ahead of time, they must have something hidden up their sleeves that they're going to reveal at E3, which to me seems like it's going to be a huge mixture of like brand new IPs and sequels that we didn't know were coming.
I hope so.
Like, I don't know, like, I'm really hoping for Fable 4. Really hoping.
That's exactly what I hope for.
Like, Fable 4 would be ridiculously awesome.
I just wrote that feature saying that I just really hope that's announced.
I could see a Dead Rising game, another Dead Rising coming out. See, I don't know. It's one of those games where it was kind of popular, and it was one of the release day games, and so maybe they might want to capitalize on it and come out with another Dead Rising. I think we just lost Lou.
I think we did too.
So sorry, we actually lost Lou there like we thought we did, and so now we're back with a minute and 20 seconds left of the Microsoft portion of our QuickTime event. So, there we go. Minute and 20 left. So yeah, I could see a Dead Rising coming out, another Dead Rising, maybe like an expansion almost, like not a full Dead Rising 4, but a Dead Rising 3 or Dead Rising something, kind of like Assassin's Creed Revelations and Brotherhood in a sense. Like that kind of a Dead Rising expansion.
I definitely think they're going to announce more.
Do you think that it's going to be all games like they said it's going to be? Or do you think that they're going to sneak in some media stuff like they have been?
I think they said that they're going to try to... It was all games.
Yeah.
I don't believe them.
But yeah, I was going to say, Microsoft is sneaky. I don't know. I'm gonna go on...
They said that...
You're cutting in and out. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they're going to stick to the plan and going to go all games. So
I think so too. I just don't think they have as much games as they're trying to make it out to be.
Yeah, I think they're going to focus a lot of time on a few games, which is going to be disappointing. I hope that's not the case, you know?
I think there's going to be some Titanfall DLC or maybe even a sequel.
I think Titanfall sequel's at least 2 years away. Because, like, I don't think they can come out with another full game within the year. Oh, okay. So that wraps up the Microsoft portion.
Woo!
Ooh. Oh, hey, we can hear you, Lou.
Lou's back.
Lou's back.
I'm back.
Okay, so now we are going to be moving into the Nintendo portion of QuickTime Event, Episode 2, E3 Expectations and Predictions. Are you ready? I think.
Oh yeah, let me crack my knuckles for this.
I was gonna say, I think Lou's gonna be a good leader on this one. He's gonna steer us in the directions he wants us. So he's basically gonna manipulate us.
I don't know. Brett's a Nintendo guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're a ninja, so you've got like Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah, I'm no ninja.
He's no ninja. Okay, so are you ready? 5 minutes on the clock.
Okay.
Go.
All right. I'm just gonna start out blank for everyone. What's one prediction from everybody about Nintendo?
Ooh. Oh.
I'll start with mine. I think that they're going to pull a hat trick. There are going to be 3 giant announcements. Like I think there's going to be a new Metroid, new Legend of Zelda, new big 3D Mario game, maybe like Sunshine 2 or something.
Okay. Fair enough.
There's going to be a hat trick. I don't know what the 3 games are going to be, but it's going to be 3 giant announcements.
Coming this year?
Not necessarily this year.
Okay. So go on, Brett.
Oh, I don't know. But anyway, I think they've already said that The Legend of Zelda is going to get shown at E3. So
Right.
I'm not sure if this counts as a prediction, but I think it's not going to have like Skyward Sword type graphics. I think it's going to have like a darker like Twilight Princess style.
Cool. What do you think about gameplay, though? Do you think they're because Miyamoto said he wanted to keep the Wii controls with the Wii Motion Plus? Do you think they're going to switch back to normal button pressing?
I think they're going back to normal. I mean, they've been trying to find a reason to like utilize this gamepad. I feel like Zelda's the perfect game that they could do it with.
Right, Courtney.
Okay, my prediction.
Go.
I had a good one, and I totally lost. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, so Nintendo, very Japanese, you know, all their games made by Japanese companies, basically. I think that we're going to see at least 1, if not 2, more crossover games, like Hyrule Warriors.
And Fire Emblem.
New ones, though, right?
Yes, new ones that we have no idea about. That is going to be some
Okay.
Mario mixed with Pokemon, or I don't fucking know, but it's going to be at least one, possibly two more crossover games.
They
Because
have Mario mixed with Pokemon at Super Smash Bros.
that's funny. But I see. I think the Japanese audience is really into those games, and I think that it would be. I think it's one of those things that Nintendo kind of thinks it's a gimmick trick kind of thing to get people to buy the Wii U. Hey, you haven't been buying the Mario games as much as we wanted you to, so we're gonna mix Mario with your other favorite game, Mario and Zelda, or Mario and something, or Zelda and something. I think it's just gonna be two more mixtures. Because what was the Pokemon game? There was a Pokemon game that was a crossover with a strategy RPG that came out 2 years ago.
It was Pokemon Conquest.
Yeah, Pokemon Conquest, and that was pretty popular, and it scored very well. And so, and if Hyrule Warriors gets or if it's been getting a lot of attention, they might take that and run with it to go to other games.
Right. All right, another question. They've announced those NFC figurines. Are they going to be add-ons to games, or do you think that Nintendo's making their own game surrounding it, like Skylanders?
Didn't Nintendo Germany or something, didn't they leak that those were going to be used for Smash Brothers in some way?
Nintendo France did mention that it was going to be used in France, and then it got taken down, then it got put back up, then it got taken down and put back up. So we really don't know the official story about that. Nintendo hasn't been clear one way or the other. But, there's still a chance that it can be used in Smash and also used for its own game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be used for a bunch of stuff.
Okay, so then, all right, Lou, are you sitting on the being its own game, or are you sitting more on the DLC?
I really want it to be its own game,
like Skylanders.
Do you know what? I don't know if I'd necessarily say it's a prediction, but I would say that I would love to see them produce a Skylanders-esque Nintendo, just general themed game, and then they say that if you buy this game, by the way, you could also use that figurines for Super Smash Bros.
Oh, crossover figures?
Yeah.
That would be freaking fantastic. Yeah, that's a good idea.
It'd be awesome if they got a bunch of third parties to get the little figurines so they can be in Smash.
Oh yeah, totally. Now, okay, I think that making a DLC for Smash Brothers or whatever, that would be a good idea, but I don't think it would be as much of a system seller as making a Skylanders type game. I think that would, it appeals to the younger generation so much right now. Definitely. Since they sell so well, that I think that would be gold for them. That would be a perfect move for Nintendo.
Right. Even if I didn't have a Wii U, I'd be the type of person to buy them just because they're really, if they're anything like the Skylanders one, those are really nice, nicely made figurines.
Uh-oh. Time's
We're
up.
Done.
Nintendo is done. So that was our Nintendo portion, and now we are going to be moving into the final portion, which is the Sony press conference, which will be on Monday night. So, 5 minutes on the clock. Actually, 6. 5. So there's 5. 5 minutes on the clock.
Don't give it an extra minute if you like them.
Sony gets 6.
Sony gets 6. Go!
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Okay, so...
Infamous on Vita.
Infamous on Vita. BioShock on Vita. God, I can see those are dream expectations. I don't think those will ever happen. I want them to so bad. Okay, so the main question right now is surrounding Uncharted. Is Uncharted going to be at E3?
Yes, they have to.
Yeah, they have to. There's no
even with the restart of the game, which hasn't been announced, but it's basically implied that they had to completely restart everything.
They can't completely ignore that drama and say that it didn't happen. If it's not at E3, people are going to be wondering. It was, shown off at the launch. Why couldn't they show it now? They have to come out and say, listen, I'm sorry, it's a little behind schedule, but take a look at it. It's fucking beautiful. And it will be fucking beautiful. Then people will shut up.
Yep. And I have a feeling they're kind of far in development, so they at least have enough to show us Drake running and him talking in the background or something like that.
Yeah, I actually think that I didn't get to read it because I've been too busy, but there's been a few interviews and stuff like that come out with the head guys at Naughty Dog, and they said that Uncharted is much more beautiful than we expect, and like they're going to be taking us down a different road with Drake and stuff like that. So like I think that they wouldn't have done these interviews if they didn't have something to show us. You know, I think that was basically a tease for, guess what, we have a trailer and you're not going to believe what we're going to show you.
Right.
So, okay, so then keeping on Naughty Dog, though, they've also said that they're working on other projects. Are they going to announce them or reveal them, or are they going to hold off?
I think they'll hold off.
Because
they already got The Last of Us, the remastered, and Uncharted 4. I feel like that's enough.
Right, and they explained how they got shortened down to one team.
Yep.
So I don't
think they didn't say they were down to one team. They said that those guys, that Bruce and Numbnuts took over that one team, but they also said that they have people working on those other games enough to be a full team or whatever, but they just didn't say that there was a creative director in lead of those. So
yeah, I don't know. I think it's iffy. I wouldn't expect it. If it happens, it happens, and I'd be happy about it. But
okay.
So I have a feeling they're gonna show us some new Infamous DLC.
Infamous DLC, single player?
Yep.
Ooh, that would be pretty cool. Of course, it's single player. I mean, there's no multiplayer in Infamous, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I would just love another power.
Oh, that would be freaking awesome. I didn't get to play the paper trail stuff, so I didn't want to.
I started.
Boo! Those are
was
the best
fun.
parts. All right, no, we're not talking about Infamous. That came out a while ago. We're talking about the future.
What about Killstrain?
All right, no. How many?
Oh no! Sorry, I lost. That's not the timer. I knocked out the battery.
Okay,
we're good.
How many new IP do you think is going to be announced? Not talking indie games. How many new official games do you think are going to be announced that aren't sequels?
Okay.
From Sony or from third parties also?
From Sony. Or from third parties exclusive to Sony.
Okay. I think Quantic Dream's probably got something up their sleeve.
Ooh, yeah, I forgot about Quantic Dream. That's a good one.
They're still off crying in a corner.
Crying in a corner, okay. Let's see.
I think we're going to see something from Guerrilla.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
There's been a leak about Guerrilla's game. So, with a redhead protagonist or whatever and all that stuff.
Right, and then we might have Ben too. I would say there's going to be 4 first party or exclusive games.
Okay, so we don't know what Evolution's doing. We don't know what Guerrilla's doing. We don't know what Media Molecule's doing. We don't know about everything else that Naughty Dog's doing. So it's like
so much mystery.
Yeah, and there's more. That's not the only ones. It's Sony Bend and Polyphony. Isn't Polyphony still a thing?
Yeah. Oh, and we might be seeing the new Housemark.
Yeah.
They've been coming out saying how expect something Resogun except 1,000,000 times better.
And
so
Sony Japan, Sony London, like
So
there are
much.
so many.
all right, so give a number. How many new first party or exclusive titles are you expecting?
7.
Yeah, I'm expecting at the upper part of 10. So I'm expecting,
not including like small indie titles, because I'm keeping track of this.
No, I'm by first party, Sony first parties. I'm expecting anywhere between 5 and 10, because
Okay.
they're more than half of them. We have no idea what they're doing.
Hey, did you guys give your predictions? I said Infamous on Vita.
Nah, we didn't do predictions. There's the timer. Oh,
And
man.
we're out of time.
So, okay. So that wraps up all 3 of the major consoles, major devices, whatever, that we're going to talk about for episode 2 of QuickTime Event. Thank you all for listening to it. I hope you enjoyed it. I really wish we had more time to talk about them all, because that was fun. We're
going to have plenty of time to talk about it next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. So check in again next Monday for the next QuickTime event, and check in all next week for E3 everything, because it's going to be a busy ass week.
E3 Palooza.
E3 Palooza. So yeah. You can find us on middleofnowheregaming.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Tumblr. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/MONG podcasts. And then you could find us all on Twitter. You could find me at Osborne_2009. You can find
me at Luke and Talde.
Oh, you just jump in there?
Yeah, do you know what?
You can find me at Brett NLL.
You weren't sure what it was.
He's like, wait, have I ever said it out loud?
I don't think I have.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, thanks for being on, Brett.
Yeah. It was nice. Thank you for joining us.
I gotta be on the main one sometime.
Oh yeah, for show.
Doing that for show.
Mong!
Mong.
Mom.